Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to try to explain why the issues we face today are not like it was in the 2000s. Let's get introduced and then we'll begin. My name is Trish Nystrom and I'm a realtor with Watson Realty here in Gainesville, Florida. My sidekick Bubbles is practicing social distancing today and she's out in the yard relaxing. Before we begin, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button below, and if you'd like to contact me, you'll find my information below in the video description area as well. Today I want to share with you some graphs and discuss how what we're facing with the coronavirus in today's real estate market is not the same as what we saw in the 2008 housing crash. These are not my findings, but what I am finding are friends, family, and clients coming to me asking if they should still consider purchasing or selling their homes now with the real estate market. And the answer is absolutely yes. Here are 5 visuals to show how times are very different from before. Number 1, mortgage standards are nothing like they were back then. During the housing bubble, everyone seemed to be able to get a mortgage. Today, it is more difficult to qualify. Our first visual shows the Mortgage Credit Availability Index, which is a summary measure which indicates the availability of mortgage credit at any point in time. The higher the index, the easier it is to get a mortgage. During the housing bubble, 2006, 2008, the index skyrocketed and everyone was getting mortgages. Now, the index now is even lower than it was prior to the bubble, indicating that it's even more difficult to get a mortgage. It's not impossible. Number 2, house prices are not soaring out of control like they were. The next graph is the annual appreciation of the past 6 years compared to 6 years leading up to the housing bubble. There's a huge difference in the 2 periods of time. Normal appreciation is about 3.6%. So while the current appreciation is a little bit higher than normal, it's not crazy out of control like it was back then. Number 3, we have a shortage of homes on the market. This next graph shows the absorption rate, which is the month's supply of inventory needed to sustain a normal real estate market for 6 months. Anything more than that is too much and causes prices to go down. That's known as a buyer's market. Anything less than 6 months is a shortage and prices will go up, known as the seller's market. Currently, here in Gainesville, we're struggling to find homes for buyers to purchase due to the lack of inventory, which is causing prices to go up in most markets. Number 4, houses became too expensive to buy. The affordability formula has 3 components: the price of the home, the wage earned by the buyer, and the mortgage rate available at the time. Back in the mid-2000s, prices were high for homes, wages were low, and the mortgage rates were high. Wages over time have increased, and the mortgage rates are currently lower than what they were back then, meaning today less of a buyer's income needs to go to paying the mortgage. That's a wonderful thing. Number 5, people are equity rich in their homes. Back in the housing bubble, people were pulling money out of their house's equity to the tune of about 3.5 times more than what they do now. Home prices have risen nicely over the last few years, leading to over 50% of homes in the country have greater than 50% equity. And owners aren't tapping into that equity like they were before. During the housing crash, home values began to fall and the sellers found themselves in negative equity, meaning they owed more on the house than what it was worth. Maybe you've heard the term underwater on the mortgage. Many homeowners chose to walk away from their property, and that led to a bunch of homes going into foreclosure or selling short sales, selling at huge discounts. And what that did was it devalued other homes in the neighborhood. The bottom line is this time in our country's history is not being driven by economics like it was back then. So expecting the same outcome just doesn't fit. We'll be fine. The real estate world is still doing great. We're just doing great a little bit differently for now. We still have lots of people wanting to take advantage of the great mortgage rates that are still available. And we still need homes to sell. If you've been thinking about selling your house, there's things that can be done now while we're waiting for the coronavirus threat to be dealt with to prepare yourself and your house and to prepare your house. So when we're able to transact business just a little more easily, you'll be ready to hit the market and sell quickly. Check out my video, Getting Your House Ready to Sell Checklist. Everybody, be safe. Enjoy your family time now. Catch up on some chores that maybe you've been putting off for a while, and let me know if there's any questions about real estate that I can answer for you. Hit the subscribe button below and leave me any comments. Until next time, bye-bye.